I'll break this story on Perspicacity stream. How about that? Um,
Okay.
I
What's
went
this
to I
story?
went to Cali and I did smoke some weed. In what was it? August. I don't remember now. But
When you were on the big
Legal
show.
in Cali anyway.
yeah. It was when I went on the biggest problem in the universe. And um, weed really actually to for
Well, nobody's
me
linking the clip.
it doesn't cause a problem for me. Like, it actually calms me, it actually helps me, but what it does is weaken my defenses against other things. And so that's why I never should have done it. But yeah, I definitely did smoke some weed in California.
Like your defenses against ladies of the night, or what defenses are we talking about?
Well, I mean, it doesn't make you do other things. I just feel like it makes
feel
you
very
susceptible. Yeah,
You're-
susceptible
You
to other
eat
things.
more.
Right?
You do all kinds of things that you would never do.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, you have a smoke. Well, why not have a drink? Why not have a pill? You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I get it.
And so
I do
You get
agree
in a
with
party
that.
mood and
It makes you way more
you don't want
vulnerable.
to party.
I wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have replayed it the same way. But it's like, I'm in Cali, the best weed in the world. It's like, okay, all right, whatever. But I shouldn't have done that. And of course, I don't know if people know this, but I'm perfectly allowed to smoke weed, under the terms of my, visitation and all that. People know this, but I'm perfectly allowed to smoke weed, under the terms of my, visitation and all that. But it weakens your. I've talked about this many times on my own show. It weakens your defenses against other things. It's like, oh, okay, I can smoke weed. Oh, well, maybe I can have a drink too. Maybe I can have a pill too. Right? Like that's how it goes for, like, if you're not if you don't have problems with substances, you really can't understand, honestly.
Yeah, but I don't think
And so
I don't think that's
people-
just sweet though.
No, you're right. It's not just weed.
For me, it's benzos. If I take a couple benzos, it's off to the races.
Well,
And
yeah,
I'm
but-
gone.
no
I don't
doubt.
think
I'm gone.
I don't think that's like just a drugs fault, though. I just think that's like a mindset thing, When I have a drink, I quit smoking, but when I have a drink, I party a little.
You desperately want to have
I'll smoke a cigarette. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just, once the defenses in your mind are gone and you already took something, the other things come naturally as well, My opinion.
Yeah, and it's just a thing where it's unfortunate because actually, I weed
Well, people without addictive
I
personalities
consider
should consider
weed-
themselves lucky. Actually.
yeah, I consider weed like a beneficial substance in my life, but it's also like it weakens my defenses because it's like, well, if you're smoking weed, well, okay, eventually you're gonna be drinking, you're gonna be pilling, you're gonna be doing this and that. And so I've talked about this a million times on my own show. Like, it's not the weed itself, it's just
I honestly, I can't.
you
find
have
it,
to
so.
go. You have to go. What is the CM Punk saying? I can't remember now. But
I've looked. I
Better than
can't
you.
find it. So it's been like scoured. It's gone.
You have to go. Let's see, CM Punk. Let me see if I can find it.
You mean straight edge?
Yeah, straight edge. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Straight edge, yeah.
Like
Well,
literally,
if you
I have to go straight edge.
You
So,
do?
yeah, if you know it, if you know
Yeah.
if you know it does that to you, then you got to remember that and try to avoid it. Because for me, like I know if I touch a little bit of game,
Yeah.
I know first of all I'm going to end up doing a lot of, and I might end up smoking it, and I'm going to end up blowing.
Smoking it?
Well,
What are you talking
yeah,
about? You
He sounds
listen,
like
well, you
I'm,
can cook
I'm,
it to crack rock.
I've never
Yeah.
freaked, by the way, but I've snorted a lot of can. But I've never freaked. But yeah, go ahead.
but I know that if I do even a little, it's over. So I remind myself that, and if somebody offers it to me, I can't touch it because a little is too much, So, and for me, like I have a ton of weed. I still have I have a ton of weed right in my closet right now from when I grew up from my mother. She passed away. I still have a ton of it. I don't smoke it because it gets me paranoid.
Yeah,
but I still
had
have
that
it.
problem with weed for a long time.
I'm not going to throw
Weed
it away. It
is
was like
actually a palliative drug for me, and it actually helps me in so many ways. But it weakens my resolve. Is the only problem. And it's like, okay, here's the weed. And it might be a month, it might be 2 months, it might be 3 months, it might be 6 months. And it's like, okay, you can have a drink
get
now.
you get
Right. You know what I mean?
I know what you're talking about now.
That's my problem with weed. Other than that, I think that weed is golden actually. So
yeah. Well, I'm a fan. I don't gotta tell anybody.
Yeah, it slowly gets you off your guard, and you kind of get off the focus, and then
it lets you off your guard, and it's like,
it makes you very relaxed, but it does make you very
Yeah.
vulnerable to doing stupid shit too.
And then you're stoned, and you forgot that you might have a problem with something else, and you're doing that.
Well, you forget that you do the stupid shit that you do. Like you wake up, when you get really stoned, like you wake up and you're like, oh, how is all this shit like my cereal is in the refrigerator and like what is going on? What happened? Then you go, oh, okay. Well, clearly I'm indulging too much, so it's time to cut back, big time.
Here's the inmate number of your whore wife and some other dude. Thoughts? Audience? Thoughts? Any super chatters out there want to talk about this guy getting ambushed by the fact that his wife is banging a cocaine fiend? Anybody? Oh, we got $10 from Will Heron. It says, ha 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 ha. How's that hot tub stream hitting you now, buddy?